Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 203. I am your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Fleximus Maximus.
And today, helping us roast, flush down the toilet, stomp, and piss on Activision is none other than the main man of Chicago. We've got Das Ottoman. Yeah!
What's up, man?
Hey. I dare you go into a bank like that. Wow.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing much, man. You're close shaved. You're close cropped.
It's actually getting a little bit too long.
Oh yeah. You look like a hippie.
I have fully. When I wake up in the morning and I don't have headband head from having these things on and hair everywhere, it's like I just wake up and I go, "You're one hot looking bullet head."
You look a little bit like Steve. You know that the Jerry Springer show, the guy who would stand between the guests and to break up their fights.
He's a little smaller than me.
Good old Steve. So we have been. Well, first of all, we come here not to praise Activision, but to bury it.
Well, and this is coming from one of their biggest fanboys.
If anyone does not know, Mango has been a Call of Duty guy. I mean, a Call of Duty guy forever.
As have I. Since PS2, I think it was.
I'm just,
I think.
I'll let you set it up. I'm not going to ruin it.
So I'm a Call of Duty guy who became a little over a year ago. I became a Halo guy, but you are not anymore.
Let me just preface this whole statement, this whole show. It's where friends play is where I'm going to go, but right now I am so against anything that has the Activision brand that includes Overwatch. Anything that's going to make them a penny, I want nothing to do with. They're not getting my 3 copies of this. They're not getting my Juggernog money. They're not getting my shit anymore. At least for now. They could blow me away. They could change the way they do things. The community has spoken loudly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so this goes to what? What was the process that led up to this hardline stand that you have right now?
It started with the supply drops in Advanced Warfare. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I was enjoying myself. Friends, and it's the same with Black Ops 3. I was enjoying myself, but it just got to the point where you used to get like your DLC weapons. You got the Peacemaker and Black Ops 2 with their first drop or second drop, their DLC drops. I mean,
you got the Ripper, and
you Ghost gave you the Ripper and the Maverick. It just got to a point where you're paying your $60 for your season pass. You're paying for your game, and in my case, you're paying extra for the hardcover strategy guide because I collect them. Your Juggernog fridge, which is useless, but it looks pretty fucking cool. I have to admit. I just got to the point where it was just a combination of two things really set me off. Activision's starting to strike good content creators for just claims that could not be substantiated. You know, they struck Rusty. They struck
right. Falcon 1974. Now he had a run-in with them that he basically excommunicated COD from his channel, right?
And I will be 100% honest. I was very much already, balls deep in the division by that time. But when Rusty jumped and made the video, and a lot of the points he said, I was just kind of like, yeah, yeah, fuck, that makes sense. And it's not just Rusty. It's just I'm sick of being nickel and dimed for everything. I've got 2 accounts. One account I bought supply drops. One account I didn't. The account where I didn't, which has gone much farther, has 2 weapons. And I think it was like 7th or 8th prestige when I quit. The account where I put the supply drops on has like 7 of the 8 original weapons. And I was just like, fuck you. Really, I just got to the point. Plus, Division to me, has been encompassing to me. Battlefield 1 looks very enticing.
It does look enticing.
Later, I know Yam's got some reservations. It's just the constant nickel and dime, and then people asked for boots on the ground. Now, granted,
they didn't ask; they were clamoring.
Yes, they were
clamoring for boots on the ground.
So what does Activision do? 1,000% opposite, man. They go to fucking space, and to quote the Great Flex, we've got fucking Halo already. We don't need another space game.
That's right. Are we gonna battle Starfleet now with our COD guys?
It looks that way. I did watch. I'm going to be totally honest. I will still support content creators who make COD content, because not only have I built relationships that are strong, I believe in what these people are doing. Sakin and yada Camper Nation, Jimmy Dean,
all those guys.
I will still support content creators because it's not fair to them, and that was something that Rusty made a good point about. Is it's not fair to good content creators, but COD is killing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
this started with Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2. They started selling micro DLCs, which they had never done before.
Yeah,
and you could buy camos and little player cards, and it's like, that was kind of annoying, but you didn't have to do it. It didn't matter.
Yeah, it was cosmetic.
So then Ghost comes out. Not Ghost. Advanced Warfare comes out. And now you've got guns like the Obsidian Steed and the Speakeasy that you can unlock in supply drops that are objectively better.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have that, you're going to get eaten by somebody who does have that.
Now, you could grind and get to Prestige Master level 1, whatever it was, and you will get, I think it was the Obsidian Seed, I can't remember, but the point is you had to put a good 5-6 days in to grind to get to that point. I will say this, Ghost did it as well, but Ghost did it differently. They said, we've got this weapon, it's called the Maverick, it's a sniper rifle and it's an assault rifle. If you want it, it's $1.99. And honestly, I can accept that, because $1.99. I mean, that's $1.99.
You buy the gun. It's not like $1.99 and you get a 1 in 100 pull of a slot machine.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I think, and I'm really anti some of the big COD guys right now. Drifter said it was something like, how much to get a weapon? It was either 80 or 800. I can't remember, but it was fucking unreal.
It's a preposterous concept. Preposterous.
I have experimented and witnessed that myself, and I've just decided that I will be part of the movement, and whether it succeeds or doesn't, I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to go off and play and do what I have and hang with the people I like.
Yeah. Okay, so what about Overwatch? Overwatch is Blizzard Activision, and that's an Activision property, and that's the next big thing. That is the next big thing. Everybody says so, and I'm sure it's going to be huge.
Yeah, great. I hope it is, because they're not going to have COD much longer. I mean,
I didn't play the beta, man, because it was them.
I will tell you with 100% certainty, I have zero. I think 0 is a high number for the amount of interest I have in Overwatch right now.
Right.
And that includes, I love you, Mandy. Don't hate me, but I know you're big Overwatch gal, but I am not. I have zero interest.
But even if you did, would you avoid getting it anyway, even if it sounded like something you'd like?
As of right now, yeah.
Just because it's Activision.
I will be totally straight honest with you. I have not booted up Black Ops 3 since The Division came out on either console, except for when they were so gracious and they gave us one weapon bribe, which was a guaranteed supply drop where you're going to get a weapon and 10 free supply drops. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to go on, see what I get, and then sign off. And that's exactly what I did, and I just didn't want to lose it in case. My friends still play it, and a bunch of the Camper Nation still plays it. I have zero interest, nor will I. I'm not going back. I love the people I play with, Cool J, Camp Queen, all these people, these good people, Hunt Kill Team, that I love to death. We communicate every day over, group me, whatever chat, is the flavor of the day. But I'm not going back. There's no fucking way. The last straw for me, and I think Skaggs pretty much put it in perspective, was, you can, fine. You're going to give a Space COD, then, and you're going to remaster COD 4? Super. Sell COD 4 separately. Let's see what the ratio is.
Oh, they will. They will after they've milked all the money that they think they can milk out of the next COD. Then they'll offer it for sale separately.
The problem is, at that point, certain people are going to be so turned off that it's
COD,
not, I love
COD
that.
will die, man.
I don't know if it'll die, because there's so many fucking 10-year-olds and squeakers out there that still believe it's the cat's pajama, so to speak. But
they killed Guitar Hero, man.
Yes, they did. I'm moving on. I'm looking at other properties. I am very, very happy with the calendar of what's coming out next year. I'm very happy of what's come out so far. If I can take it back, how many times have I said Dying Light? Even Metal Gear Solid, which is a fantastic fucking game. Now The Division, which, oh my God, they've given the first 2 DLCs free.
Wow, that's a page out of Halo 5's book.
First 2 DLCs are free. Now, if you buy a season pass, it's 5 total, but you're going to get the first 2 anyway. So my brother, who doesn't have a season pass, he gets the same first 2 DLCs that I do. There's no difference in what we get.
Well, that is a show of goodwill, and that is good. It improves the value of the game, the longevity of the game for everybody. Although they are still going to charge for subsequent DLCs, right?
Well, yeah, I did buy the season pass, and there's 3 big things coming out. But what's nice about, and I don't want to make this a Division Pro thing because everyone knows where I feel. It's just that this developer has made changes to the game in stream to say, hey, we're listening to you. We're giving you this opportunity. Or, yeah, we're listening. Maybe cutting the ropes probably not the best thing to do. So you're going to be rogue immediately. And they're just making these moves midstream that they're listening to people.
Okay, isn't it Ubisoft, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Ubisoft doesn't exactly have the greatest reputation in the gaming biz. I mean, they're milking the shit out of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Well, but...
Well, and I think they've also listened to that because you know what? There's no Assassin's Creed this year.
No.
They've listened.
And they've come out with some good indie games like Charles Fusion, and there's a couple others out there.
Let's just, I wish Watch Dogs was what Far Cry was, because Watch Dogs could have been like the Division from Chicago, which to me would have been so fucking cool. Because I'm going through New York right now, and my buddy can tell me what's around this corner, and that's actually around the corner. The thing, not going to make this a pro Ubisoft thing, because they've shit the bed on a bunch of things. The Assassin's Creed a couple games ago was just shit from the day one. Even the Division first night getting on the server, they totally underestimated how many people.
Yep. It was only one night, though, right?
It was one night and it was fixed.
Well, that's not so bad.
But they're evolving. They're learning. And
well, that's good. But I don't know. It's like they're all wretched snakes to one degree or another. It's just like how wretched of a snake is one company versus another company. I don't know any of them that are saints. Maybe Rockstar.
Well, not of the big boys, no, but the smaller studios, you got to give them props, because that's where the games really come from. Just the smaller studios.
Right. Well, the smaller studios aren't beholden to a board of directors and a greedy chairman of the board, who's like making these decisions.
And a bunch of stockholders.
I will debate the Rockstar point as well. Great white shark cards, and I mean that's. The GTA, granted, it's fantastic for most people, but that's pay to win. If you want to pay to get to a certain level, you got to buy your Tiger Shark card or whatever the hell it is. Whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone has their warts. It's just what you're willing to accept. I no longer, as COD's biggest fanboy, their biggest supporter, will support anything that Activision does as of today and going forward. I have nothing to do with them. I'm moving on to Battlefield. I'm moving into the Division. I'm really looking forward to Deus Ex. There's just so much shit coming out. I don't need COD.
Okay, well, I've got another point. What about, this is, in my eyes, this goes a long way to redeeming Activision. They released backwards compatibility for the Xbox One Black Ops, the original Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
Free. If you had it before, it's free.
Mm-hmm.
And it works. It works.
How would you like to own a PlayStation right now where they've put all their money?
No, that would suck. That would suck.
Yeah, all those people
mad.
have been fucked. You know why? Because Activision is scraping for every fucking bit of goodwill they can get their hands on.
Well,
and all they can do. You're not going to get a PS Now subscription free because you want to play Black Ops 1. No, they fucked all those people over. They're doing whatever they can to crawl out of that fucking hole. And I'm sorry, but the walls are covered with Vaseline. You ain't.
Well, it's not Activision's fault that the PS4 is not backwards compatible. It's like,
but they're their partner right now. They've fucked their partner.
That's true.
That's absolutely true, man.
Partner. How would you like to be in that business-wise with cocksuckers like that who will say, "Oh wait, we have a chance to get some goodwill." It's going against the contract. I mean, granted, Black Ops was with Xbox, but even though we're with PlayStation now, let's get some goodwill because we've got 4 fucking million dislikes on our Infinite Warfare bullshit.
Is it up to 4 by now?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It's like at some point it got to be kind of like a thing, you know. But
I think
the
that's
point is
inflated
made.
as well, because I publicity is good publicity, no matter how good or bad it is. People were making YouTube accounts just to dislike the video. That's a fucking joke. Do I trust that number?
Yeah.
No. So
Well, no, but it does
really
go to a real issue. It did have like an extraordinary high dislike to like ratio, even before that became like a meme or a thing. So that's telling. It is very telling.
Yeah. Yes.
Now another COD development is they released on 360 and PS3 Modern Warfare 1, 2, and Modern Warfare 3 as a bundle that you could buy on the old consoles.
You know what's amazing about that? Let's think about that right now. That's great. Who's still using a 360? Are they still making 360? Actually, no, they stopped production of 360s. Once again, let's get any good publicity we can, where we can, as much as we can.
Scrape the bottom of that barrel, man.
What it is. Let's keep our name. Let's. Well, I almost said G4. Well, let's do the IGN. They're going to do the news, and then they're going to say, "Hey, guess what? Activision is still in the news because they didn't." Activision. Fuck you.
Now, what I want to know is, if you tried to go play Modern Warfare 1 or 2 on either the PS or the 360 right now, those games are hacked to shit.
Honestly, Xbox One, first lobby my buddy was in was hacked on Black Ops 1.
Mm.
I've been in a few hacked lobbies already.
We've gotten into a couple of hacked lobbies, but that's historically it has been. Black Ops has hacked a little bit. It's not super common, but there is like there's glitches. 2. Yeah, and you can just back out, but it's not completely, unplayable. Like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 are virtually unplayable.
It's the Nova Gas glitch and mortar.
The mortar
glitch.
Mortar glitch.
Yeah, if you find yourself in a lobby, just back the hell out immediately, because it's like, oh, that's bullshit, and report somebody.
Well, I didn't see it. Jay Wett, my buddy, my division running partner, the tag team champions of the world, us, the Bullet Club. He was playing it, and that was the first lobby he got into. And even though I did give Activision $9.99, so I could heck because I don't have the disc anymore, and I put it on my hard drive, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever touch it.
Well, you know what? We've been having a great time with it. I haven't touched my Halo 5 since it came out. Not that I'm not giving up on Halo, not at all. But the nostalgia is real.
Mm-hmm.
It's real. Nice because it doesn't. Well, I mean, fuck, it doesn't have all that fucking bullshit, man.
It doesn't. It's just like
it's stripped down the way it should be, man.
It's a basic game. It's like a pretty clean FPS, and it's well designed. The maps are good. It's like there's just not
the lighting's
bullshit.
Good. The coloring's good.
It's a great COD. It really is.
I have to say, and a lot of people will say it's Black Ops 2, but to me, Black Ops 1 was the pinnacle of their development.
I agree.
And
I noticed you were 15th Prestige on that game too.
Oh yeah.
Remember the Prestige edition came with the little car and shit, with the camera on it and everything.
Yeah, and it's funny. I only played it for maybe half the cycle, if not less, and I still made 15th Prestige. I played the shit out of that game. There wasn't a night. I mean, it's like I love my wife, but it was like, hey, come home, have dinner. Hey, how you doing? Everything going all right? All right, love you. Scott's on Black Ops 1. Gotta go. Really didn't help a lot of things, but long and the short of it is, I played the shit out of Black Ops 1. It's gone down ever since, and
I've got like 20 days on it.
I don't even want to know. Let's not talk days.
That's an estimate because I only can see the days that I had on Xbox because I also had 2 other gamer tags on Xbox and another gamer tag on PS3.
Yeah, see, that's why I made everything all one gamer tag, and I'm really, I really like the fact that.
Yeah, I changed. When Sony got hacked, I changed from the Dark Test name to Flex.
Yeah. So that was the pinnacle, but everything's gone down since then, and there's just a point where I've taken enough cock in my ass from these fucking son of a bitches. I've given them money. I have made it rain for these fuckers. And I've learned, you can't even blame like Vonderhaar. You can't blame Treyarch. It's all these cocksuckers at the top of the Activision chain who they're pushing. Vonderhaar didn't want to do the supply drops like that. If anything, he wanted to make it cosmetic. No, Vonderhaar's like, not Vonderhaar. Activision's like, no, you got to do it. You put those weapons in. They did it again in protest. But
don't you wonder at what point did they decide to stick the Modern Warfare in with the new COD? It's like, oh Jesus Christ, people are complaining like crazy. They're mad as hell. What are we gonna do? We're fucked. I know.
Well, one thing is too that Yam brought up earlier when we were playing was, 3 years ago when they started developing this, there wasn't a Halo 5 yet. There was,
the outcry for boots on the ground hadn't started yet.
Hadn't started yet, really.
Because we still had boots on the ground.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why I get back to don't blame the small. And you haven't been. I'm not saying you have, but I'm just saying to everybody, don't blame the studio for Activision's actions.
Right.
Well, and I did for a long time. I roasted Vonderhaar at every time.
Vonderhaar!
And then I learned. And it was actually Thunder. God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Who set me straight? And I learned. I was like, wow. I never knew that. And I went out on Twitter and said, dude, not that he cares or he probably even read it, but I said, a man has to admit when he's wrong. And if this is 100% truth in the case that you didn't want anything to do with it, I do apologize. And my words were misspoken.
Yeah, well, Thunder has been griping at Call of Duty for as long as he's been on YouTube. I mean,
yeah, but he actually came to Vonderhaar's aid. I mean that's.
So he was taken up for Vaughn.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people, I just look at it this way, and I'm not going to bring up the White Boy 7th Street Drifter thing, but these content creators like T. Martin and his 8th house this year and his 14th car, and I hope he's shitting a brick, because you know what? Hey, T. Mart, learn this. Do you want fries with that? Fucking moron. So what, Dad? No one's going to give a shit how super excited you are for this swirly shake. You fucking moron.
Now, it's okay. Go after T-Mart. You can go after Ali A. You can go after Chaos Silencer. But don't be dissing our boy Drifter now.
I have nothing to say then.
Well,
I will be respectful because he has been the most sane voice because he has admitted, yeah, he is concerned. Am I extremely happy with every decision he's made? I don't know. I mean, but he has been the only voice to say, yeah, I'm worried. And that's,
Well, I think Drifter keeps it. I think he keeps it real, and he's been good enough to come on our show. And
and as a person, I'm sure he's great. But Drifter, enjoy that Tesla because you're going to be back in a Ford Fusion if COD fucking dies.
No. He's expanded his horizons. He's like
He
League of
actually
Legends.
He started doing more stuff.
He's been on Overwatch. and he's big on League of Legends. He loves those games.
League of Legends, yes. And he's going into esports, yes. But wait, what was the one thing you just mentioned? Overwatch? And who is that associated with? Activision?
But see, Blizzard has a much better reputation in the industry than
Who
just
owns
straight up.
Blizzard?
Blizzard is owned by Activision, but they have like a track record that's been pretty successful.
Done. I deleted Diablo. I'm done.
Well, do you think that Overwatch is going to bomb? Is that what you're saying?
No. Overwatch is going to be the shit. Everyone's going to love it, and everyone's going to fucking be stroking Activision's cock, and it may be the beginning of the end. You may see the light at the end of the tunnel for the COD franchise. It could go the way of
Guitar Hero.
I wouldn't say to that.
What else? Yeah. What else? What else did they have? That
Tony Hawk. They killed Tony Hawk.
They killed Tony Hawk.
I just think
which I had a lot of fun with. That was a real fun. I had a lot of fun with that game.
Yeah, they milked it to the ground.
The cash cow, and it's like they want the YouTube community. They want the esports. They want every fucking thing, and instead of harboring and taking that golden goose and just okay, maybe we'll make some changes on.
Let's pluck it bald.
Yeah, you know what? We've already started the cycle. We can't change the cycle. God, what do you think Sledgehammer's doing?
I'll bet you they're making some fast changes, whatever they were planning.
Well, it's going to be boots in the air because they were the kings of it. They're shitting their pants. Michael Condrey has got to be dropping a deuce. But and they're 2 years into their cycle, and Treyarch's already going, fuck, what the hell are we going to do next?
Well, I have a funny feeling that those exosuits are getting scrapped. It's like
the problem is everyone's used to the movements. That's the issue. Everyone's used to the movements. Now, could you put a World War II, a Vietnam type of game with not so much advanced movements, but better movements than is in Black Ops 1, where I feel like I'm in mud? Yeah, you definitely
in Black Ops, if you jump about an inch off the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a bigger vertical, and I'm fucking 270 pounds. I mean, I look at it this way, that there's some serious panic going on over there. And I would not be surprised to see some of these higher-ups in some of these studios say a Treyarch, like a Vonderhaar, go the way of Cliffy B and say, see ya.
Could be. It could be. Meanwhile, they've got Battlefield nipping at their heels. Nip, 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 nip. Battlefield 1 is going back to World War 1. Now, that is boots on the motherfucking ground. Boots in the trench.
Yeah. And I'm very interested. I'm so intrigued. Yeah, and I put it up on Twitter. I pre-ordered it. I don't care if it's DICE, and I don't care if DICE is... I will say this without fail. I enjoy Battlefront.
Okay.
I do.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of us. Wookiee is one, too. But I enjoyed Battlefield 4. I think for me it was, how do I say this politically correct? Some of the people I were with was not enjoyable. Some of the people I was with was super enjoyable. But the game itself, it's so much different than COD. It's so much larger, so much more strategic, and I'm looking forward to what it can be. It's not so much I want to do this, I want to do that. I just want different. And every year, Activision, okay, we're going to put you in the air. No, you don't like that, so we're going to put you farther in the air. No, you want this weapon? Hey, buy it. No, you want this weapon? No, hey, you're going to have to buy a chance to get it. Hey, at least you were getting with Advanced Warfare. You hit those X Prestige levels, you were getting those great weapons. Now, you get shit. Treyarch gives you shit. Is that Treyarch or is that a Activision thing?
That's Activision.
Yeah.
Now, on the other end, Battlefield is run by EA, which was voted worst company in America 2 years running, and is not exactly a humanitarian organization.
I'm more concerned about whether or not DICE is going to have a decent engine this time that's going to fucking work.
And that's the other thing. The developer has taken a lot of criticism over the years for not being very, transparent, like what they're working on or when they're going to come out with fixes for stuff. There's like they've left their customers pretty much in the dark over the course of Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. A lot of people we know were very, very unhappy with DICE.
I had a hard time with the server management on Battlefield 4. I paid for a server for how long? At least 6 months, Flex, right? At
least 6 months. And,
I would have loved to have given somebody with, like Willie, who had the suave, Battlefield knowledge to explain things to these people. But, yeah, that was kind of fucked up. But
as I recall, you guys were on, like on the phone with EA all the time.
I was
ironing out problems with that.
Well, it started with Flex, then it went to me, then it went to Willie, then it had to go back to me, and then I just said, "I'm out." And
I don't like servers that you can buy. I don't like that idea. Whereas, like, okay, this server, the rules are like this, and the admin can kick out anybody he wants. I think that's BS. I don't like it. I would rather they be neutral.
I love it because you can get rid of assholes that get into your server, man. When you get glitchers and shit and cheaters, you just fucking dump them, man.
The whole environment's changing, though. How many people have Dumas? I mean, not a lot, but that type of thing where you can lower your audience of what servers you can be choosing from, that's huge now.
I guess, but what happened was, after they started selling servers, then the company-run servers disappeared. So the only servers that you could ever find games on were the servers that were run by admins.
I disagree.
Yeah, that's not true now. If it was then, it's not true now.
Yeah, it may have been then, but when I still was playing, I could, even with my own server out there, and if I didn't populate it X, Y, Z, Y, it wasn't very popular, then a lot of people didn't come in. So we would go on EA servers, and we had a good time. We had a fun time. So there was a number of EA servers that we still could choose from. Yeah, I'm not going to defend them. What, you're right.
I seem to recall you were never like a huge Battlefield guy back in Battlefield 4. I don't remember you being like really super big.
I was trying. I was trying because let's just say the needle was turning. The scales of justice were evening out a little bit, so to speak.
Right.
And I was looking for an alternative. Like I said, some of the people I was with, they were great. And some of them I just didn't enjoy. And now I'm in a different group of people where we enjoy each other's banter. And it's no slight on some of the people that I used to play with. It's just that I love where I am. And I certainly hope to meet some of those other guys. And they're still on my list. It's just that I've also gone from PlayStation back to Xbox, which changes things as well.
What about your homies in the Camper Nation? Are they excited for Battlefront or Battlefield 1?
The ones that let's just take the A team. Camper Nation Xbox. We kind of don't get the same love that they do on the PlayStation, because that's where a majority of the people are. But the ones that I play with on Xbox, a good portion of us are like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Sweet. It's not so much the game. It's a social aspect as well for us to be able to come in there and be in a party and bullshit and make fun of somebody for, hey, you dropped a grenade on yourself type of stuff,
Yeah. Well, Battlefield has always had that. It's a very social game. Usually groups of people get together all the time, and you have squads.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's very coherent. There's not as many lone wolves.
Which is exactly perfect for, I don't know what we're called now, but it's going to be different once we get to Battlefield because I'm starting my own thing. And it's
starting your own thing. What
it's my own platoon, whatever it is, my own group.
Oh, okay, yeah. They'll have some sort of a clan or group or something
like
that.
And I'm taking it across every game that I play in. It's. I used to be called Friends of Camper Nation because I was always too old, and I'm still too old. It's just that, Camper Nation is more of a PlayStation organization, so I'm just kind of not going to leave. I'm just kind of going to do my own thing and still be, like I said, I still support all those guys, but the social aspect of who I'm with, people are invited and they're welcome.
Well, you know what? Video games are a thing that's it's kind of fleeting because you might spend a great deal of time with a group of friends for a period of time, and then something happens that changes things, like the game changes or some of the people drop out. Like when I went from
Destiny.
Call of Duty, yeah, right. When I went from Call of Duty to Halo, I had to make all new friends. I mean, virtually all new friends because nobody I played with on Call of Duty went over to Halo with me. And so you gotta go with new friends sometimes.
Let's be 100% honest. When I left sort of sub 1 and I was on PlayStation 4, I was Camper Nation, and I have a ton of friends there, and I still should go back and play with them because they're good people. Ryder came with me from sub 1, Midnight Rider, and a lot of us they're still there. But I've also jumped back to the Xbox because the Elite controller, just the. I'm going to shoot.
There's so many things.
Just the long and short story of it. I've gone back to the Xbox and I've joined with the Camper Nation people there, and they're such great people to be with. That you know what, we're too old for fucking drama. Now I will say this to your point about the Halo point when you left. When I left PS4, I lost a lot, especially because of Destiny. I lost Walmart Clown. I lost Bullet Catcher. And it's not that we don't talk, because we still...
Yeah, you're still friends.
We're still friends, but it's not like it used to be. And I miss that. And it's not going to happen again. I mean, I missed it. Kenny, I miss you, you gay old clown. But... it is what it is.
Well, it's like us. Like, I miss playing with you. Like, we used to play together all the time way back in the day.
Yeah.
We haven't played together in ages, but we're still friends. It's like, it's not the same, but it's still something that's worth keeping.
Yeah, absolutely. And I still keep that social aspect with Ken. I still keep that social aspect with Bruce. But outside of you two and those two, that's all I got left from Sub 1. And Ryder.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
There's good people over there. I love them, and I wish them well, but I'm not on the PlayStation 4. I'm on the Xbox, which was me in the minority. And I have good people that I have found now, and it's just like you with Halo. I made all new friends.
Good.
Cool
good.
J. Jay Wet, God, my brother from another mother. Hunt Kill Team, Camp Queen, the Night Machine. The list goes on and on and on.
I can only pray to God that he's not your twin brother for his own sake.
You know what's scary? He's like a little brother, but he's bigger. Dude's a big hole. He's a bullet head, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't get pulled over in around the New Haven area.
Yeah.
Things won't be good for you if you mention he even knows the name Mango, so you got to be careful.
Yeah. Well, you notice this time I introduced you, I just went with Das Ottoman because the number of people who know you as Mango is a shrinking group.
Yeah, and I even though I'm not producing videos right now, I'm very active, and I interact with a lot of Division creators, Daddy Blacklist, and I interact with a lot of Rusty. I've developed a relationship with Rusty, and
Who turned you on to it? Who turned you on to it?
you did.
There you go.
But the thing is, even with Rusty not doing Call of Duty, he's doing other things that are actually entertaining and good to me. And I'm not talking to Plants vs. Zombies, but he's got a cooking thing where he's vegan. And
I know that's so.
But the thing is, some of it, I'm not going to like it all, but I watch the videos and I'm like, oh, that looks good, dude. And it's just, the funny thing is...
Well, some of it looks good, but are you going to swear off pig?
Ever. But my point is, friends who are creators, I'm still going to hang out with and still going to support, even whether they're doing Call of Duty or not. If someone does an Overwatch video, they're good luck getting a view from me, but...
What about Mandy if she does a Overwatch video?
You know what? Mandy could go out to get the newspaper in her jammies and I'd watch it because she's a beautiful human being and I love her right here. She's a good kid. But that's very few and far between.
She's a foul-mouthed motherfucker, which is what you think is beautiful, which I think is the same thing.
Don't say that about my baby sister.
Oh, you know that we're all foul-mouthed motherfuckers.
She is far. She is such a sweetheart, and there's nothing foul about her.
Oh, okay.
If it's anything, it's that guy Josh, who she married. Cat seed. Yeah, Josh, I see.
She just got online.
Well, I never liked him after he killed me over and over again with an M27, on Ghost. So I took a dim view of that.
Josh are good. They're good people, but yeah, there's creators that I'm gonna support, but Activision, you at this point, unless you turn a 180, which I would think Nintendo would make a console that's viable for you turn a 180 and.
Well, what would they have to do? What would they have to do to get out of your doghouse?
Actually admit that the supply drops are all about the money. It's now pay to win. Just come clean about it. Don't sit here behind this facade like you could get this weapon. It's a chance. It's all pay to win, man.
It's not only pay to win, but it's fucking slot machine, which is like the worst.
Yeah, and that's where kids are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars of mommy and daddy's money that, oh, wow.
Yeah, if you're not really paying attention to your credit card statement, you could find yourself like your rent check bouncing just because little Johnny...
could be a godfather.
I will tell you this, that if my parents weren't paying attention and say I slipped one through and then slipped a few through and nothing came back to me, fuck yeah, I'd do it. But that is where I think Activision looks to be the biggest slime balls of them all because they know that's happening. They know they're hitting the 10, 12, 14-year-old kids who are going to steal mom and dad's credit card, put it on their little Xbox. They're not going to pay attention. Then they're going to find out they got charged for $500 in supply drops. They're going to be mad at little Timmy, but it's not going to go any farther. What does Activision do? Give you your money back?
Well, it could be
game. You bought a mature game for a minor, man. So it's like,
yeah.
Well, you know what?
As much to blame.
It's like people like Woody's Gamertag, who he's not in Call of Duty anymore. And now he's got a Minecraft server. And if you go on his Minecraft server, there is a whole litany of shit that you can buy. And he's had people buy a whole bunch of stuff and then renege. And he's threatening to put their head on a pike.
I have no respect for that person.
Woody's gamer tag. You know what? I don't either. I was like, he is.
You haven't even tore up his autograph, man.
He's the worst. I did meet Woody's gamer tag at a meetup thing, but you know what? It was a event that you had to pay to go to meet him. Whereas Drifter did a meetup, it's just in a public place. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be in San Francisco. You know, I'll be at Justin Herman Plaza. You know, it's like cool.
And you know, like I said, even though he's very cod, I give him respect for saying, yes, I am worried. Yes, the numbers may be inflated, but even as inflated as they are a very huge concern. There has to be some serious head spinning up in the Activision tower. Something's happening. And he goes, yeah, I'm worried about it. Yet he goes out and buys a Tesla.
Well, you know what? There's one thing about Drifter is he is not a fake geek. He is a 100% absolute legit geek. And what is a geek that has money do? He goes out and gets a Tesla.
Versus, T-Mart.
Yeah, T-Mart. What did he get? Some Japanese GT something?
Oh no, he had the Nissan 370, didn't he?
Yeah.
Whatever is some sporty, prestige kind of a car.
But the point is, he's doing that off of all these, 10 and 12, 14-year-olds.
And he's super excited all the time.
Viewing and watching every commercial, and just he's sitting home with some beautiful girl that he has no chance in hell of getting unless he has money.
Well, you know what? He actually used to put up videos with tips, like, spots and sight lines and stuff like that. He doesn't ever
no.
He doesn't even do that anymore.
He has gotten so much he is so much of a whore that he I don't think he even hides it anymore.
Yeah, no, he's like right out there. But he actually used to give informational kind of videos that were worth watching. Now, I wouldn't watch one of his videos. It's just like boring.
The only big COD guy left that I even have a subscription to is Drifter.
You know what? If you want the latest COD news, you don't need Allier or Chaos Silencer or any of those guys. Go to charlieintel.com. That's where they get everything from.
Truthfully, yeah.
That's where they get everything.
And those guys are good, but what's nice about their whole network, though? It's not just Charlie Intel. It's Bravo Intel, which is Battlefield. They also have a Titanfall site. Those guys are multi-game, and I do have respect for those guys, Kashiva or whatever it is, but that's where all the information.
Well, they'll keep you informed. If you want any news, they will have it, and nobody ever has it before them. And everybody, as soon as a new piece drops from Charlie Intel, it's a race. It's like 4 or 5 big guys are going to make a video about it and get it out within a half an hour.
And you know what? I feel liberated. Like, I've spent the last few years in prison and taken it in the ass, and my body is now clean because I am no longer going to be Activision's bitch.
So Activision has prison raped you.
And I let it happen. I'm not going to deny it. I fucked up.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if we could ever, at some point, draw you over to the Halo side. Halo gives all the DLC free.
Problem is with Halo is the time to kill is just so horrible. Gah.
I wish it was longer.
That's the problem.
Oh. Well, there is a kind of Halo game type that's called SWAT. One headshot drops anybody anywhere. It's like hardcore. It's like there's no shields, so it takes a couple of body shots. But if you get a headshot, and everybody goes for headshots in Halo, it's like one hit kill. Boom. Just like hardcore.
Problem is, being a newbie running into there, I'd just be getting ass fucked again.
Well, it is true that Halo has a very steep learning curve, and the people who are good at Halo are good at Halo.
And that's the problem, is they're not leaving, and they just wait for more fresh meat like me to come in. It's not going to be enjoyable for me.
What?
I'm going to lose interest in a week.
You know what? That kind of reminds me of two other franchises. Gears of War, which is sort of the same thing. The people who are good at Gears are good at Gears.
Mm, yeah.
And if you're a fresh meat, you're going to be like annihilated. Good luck.
I'm really embracing the third person.
Yeah.
I'm really embracing the third person view. Right.
Well, I heard a rumor that sounds like there's something behind it. Red Dead Redemption is probably going to be announced at E3.
I never played the first one, and I am very, very hopeful that there will be one, because we need another game to bring community members back together. And let's talk about Battlefield really quick. Your Halo. Who is it? Oh God. Name some of your Halo guys.
Modest Major, Lurker Zero, Elementary.
Eat me
No.
Whopper.
No. God, and he's going to be really mad when he
Is he
sees this.
is he a young guy or is he an older
Not my
guy?
age. He's on your show. You called him the PC version of me.
Are you talking about Crazy Spartan?
No, it's not Spartan.
Uh,
Halo activist.
Yeah, cleanup.
Clean up. That's it.
Yeah, cleanup.
Because
We love
clean up,
cleanup.
and I've communicated back and forth through you guys as well. Yes, we are in. I am definitely in, and I'm looking forward to actually playing a game with him.
Oh, you'll love playing with cleanup. He is a blast.
Oh, yeah, he's a riot.
fun. He's pure fun.
But that's the thing that, what makes this whole new, and I was talking to my daughter about it today. I'm like, people my age mostly don't even know how much this social interaction can mean. I mean, I've got friends all over the world now, in different areas of different states. I can go to Panama and, where Granger has an office, and meet somebody who I play games with.
Now, my best friend in real life is absolutely not a gamer. He's to the contrary. He's like anti-gaming. He thinks it's stupid. He finds it hard to believe that these friendships are actually real friendships.
No, they're
It's like-
100% real. I've gotten just as much with my dad being sick, and 2016's really sucked for me, not to draw things down, but it's been a hard year with my animals and stuff. So I've gotten just as much, love and attention, so to speak, from my online friends, like that I play games with, about whether it be the animals, my dad, whatever the case may be, that I have from my buddies here. And
Yeah. Well, you don't have to be able to smell somebody's bad breath to be able to enjoy talking to them,
no,
or whatever else secretes out of their orifices.
I really think that, my kid goes, "My God, Dad, you have group me?" I'm like, "Yeah." "How many do you have?" I'm like, 5. And she's like, "I have 170. And I'm like, but she has conversations open with 30,000 different people, that she's friends with. And, it may be 3 of them here and 4 of them here, but it's just this whole social interaction, and today's technology is just making things so much easier.
Well, the idea of Facebook, it's like, so-and-so wants to be your friend. It's like, I have X number of friends on Facebook. Yeah, these are all friends. Yeah, it's like...
Hey, let me tell you something, Jack. If I don't lose a friend or two a week on Facebook, I'm not doing my job.
I will say this: Facebook for me, it's I don't have the mafia wars type friends. The people that are friends with me on Facebook are either neighbors, friends, acquaintances, people I went to school with. There is an association.
Right. I'm not knocking Facebook friends in general. I'm saying those kind of people that brag about how many Facebook friends they have.
That's not real.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many I have.
I don't either.
Clue. Don't care. I know who my friends are. I know that I can, have a bad day and reach out to Jimmy Dean or I'm having a bad day and then I can send Funk TZ an IM through Twitter, or same with you guys. It's just,
Right.
real talk.
Well, Skype is good. Twitter is good.
The only time I really use Skype is for you guys.
Well, there's a new technology that
Periscope.
No, not Periscope. Everybody's talking about it. I can't remember the name. I'll have to ask Mandy Button or somebody. It's like there's another thing that they're using. They're
using Snapchat all the time.
No. There's something that works like Skype. That's supposedly better. Your face-to-face video cameras. It's like Skype.
Microsoft has to buy it now.
Yeah. I forgot what it's called, but it's better than Google Plus, better than Skype. Have you ever done a hangout on Google Plus?
No.
Oh, it's hard to deal with.
Me and Flex don't like it.
I've got Google, and I've got my circles and shit, but how often do I check it? Never.
Well, the vast number of video podcasts that I watch, they're using Google Plus Hangouts most of the time.
I have no idea.
Skag's got a new podcast that he's doing.
Hold on a minute.
Oh.
She's pissed. I just woke her up.
Now we got ratings through the roof.
Yeah. This is the bear. This is Boo Boo Bear. Sorry.
Howdy.
This is my life right now. I pretty much sleep on a mattress in the living room where I can get right to the sliding glass door and let her out because she's been really good. But sorry, didn't mean to.
No problem. That was cool.
Yeah.
I'm always cat centric, so I wanted to give the canine fans out there.
Well, I got my kitty here, P-Row. She's been a star of stage and screen for many a year now.
Mine are pissed because of this one. She chased the fuck out of them.
Doggies and kitties just have to learn to live together. That's
And
all
they
there
do.
is to it.
That's like Maisie's cool. Maisie's chill with them. It's just, poor Otto. He's got to go up by my wife now for attention. And, man, I've got a cat just like yours, Yam, now. My daughter's cat, Luna, who's just fucking insane. But I didn't mean to derail the subject. The Skag's got a new podcast.
Yeah, Skag's got a new
Plus-
podcast. He's called Beauty in the Beta. He just did like his second episode. He was doing it live. I was watching it for a bit. He's got a partner who's like YouTube tag is
JD?
blonde. No, blonde in the belly of the beast. She's like a right wing gal.
Skag is going like, freaking Bill Maher on us.
Well, all of his videos seem to be like the foundation. Oh shit! I just lost video. I didn't. Are you guys? Oh, okay. It came back. My display stopped. I guess.
Your
I
light
had,
went out, yeah.
I hadn't moved the mouse in a little while. So.
No, but Skag's been getting quite political lately, and it's actually refreshing because it gives you something to think about.
Well, his big thing is freedom of speech and people who are trying to shut down freedom of speech. It's like almost everything he does revolves around that concept.
I love
And,
the voting ballot. That was a nice touch.
Well, he's really getting popular.
I like
He's,
the younger. I like the younger view. I like his viewpoint from younger.
I enjoy what Skag does, and I enjoy the fact that he came from this, so to speak, and
Exactly. He's a gameplay channel.
and look what he's doing now. You know, and I look at the same thing kind of for Rusty's kind of evolving in the same way. You know, Rusty's busy as hell with work, but he's kind of evolving in the same way, going away from certain games. Like,
Well, he's got his work cut out for him because the foundation of his channel was COD 365.
yeah.
I mean, that's when I started watching him. Black Ops 2 365. He had a video every single motherfucking day, and now it's just like cut off. So his fan base is COD guys.
Well, the problem is think about this from his perspective. He's done nothing but give you Activision constant publicity, constantly pumping your game up, the good, the bad, the ugly, but it's publicity. It's good publicity. And what do? You strike him for some stupid shit on a zombies fucking thing? I mean, are you fucking insane? It's almost like Activision's going, well, if you're not going to suck our cock entirely, we're going to mess with you.
Well, you know what? I love that YouTube and Twitch has such a big influence on games now. They really, really do.
Yeah, they do.
That's how I'm going to decide if I'm very interested in Battlefield 1, but I am not going to pre-order it, and I'm not even going to buy it until I watch some Twitch streams. That's how I'm going to decide. I'm going to watch Twitch streams and see, is this game working? Are these people having a good time, or are they complaining about tons of things?
You've got to give it some time, because if you had taken that, like for me, if I had taken that attitude with the Division after day one, not being able to get a server, I would not be playing the best game that I've ever played.
Well, no. It's like if the first day they're having problems, I'm not going to write them off. And if the second day they're having problems, I'm not going to write them off. But I'm not going to buy it until people are saying, oh, this game is working. If that happens to be like it's not really working, then I'm not going to get it. It's just that simple.
I look at it this way. I played Battlefield 4, and when it works, it's enjoyable. And it worked when I played it on PlayStation 4.
Right.
Let's just take the server thing out of it.
But it worked for shit when it first came out for months.
You're right,
months.
and I wasn't there.
And you weren't there, so you were lucky that you didn't try to make it work. That sucked. It's like me. I tried like crazy to make Master Chief work, but that game was a piece of dog shit, and it was so crushing that they blew it. It's like the disappointment you can't even imagine.
Yeah, I can. Let's think about the whole premise of this actual bulletproof underwear. COD's biggest COD boy has told Activision double birds, bless you, that I have left because you're a bunch of money grubbing cocksuckers who will beat the blood out of a rock and just kill the people who are giving you the free publicity, and you don't value that.
Yeah, they snuff out the last flame.
Last one to leave the Activision building, please turn out the lights.
Okay, so on that, I think we've got ourselves an episode. So if you've been with us this whole time listening to us excoriate Activision, and watching Bulletproof Underwear episode number 203. Is that Southside?
Southside. Before you go, wait.
What?
If I quoted anybody incorrectly during this Bulletproof Underwear, I fully expect to be roasted in the comments and will accept it and show me where I am wrong, and I will gladly eat my plate of crow. With that being said, 3! Southside!
3, yeah! So I have been your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I've been your co-host, Flex.
And we would like to thank the one, the only, the indispensable, Das Ottoman! Yeah!
Thank you.
All right. So it seems like it might just be that part of the show. What the hell was I looking at? Did you bring your magic 8-ball?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I twirl it so it ends up being like an Oompa Loompa.
An Oompa Loompa. All right, so expect this episode to be up on Monday morning.
Peace out.
There's only one thing left to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex.
Bye, everybody.